It's another day, and the question for today is, do you have low self-esteem when it comes to yourself, or you speak so highly of others? A lot of times we don't become the best versions of our own selves because we're so busy promoting and speaking highly of other people and other things outside of our own selves, to the point where we see ourselves lesser than. You believe in one way when it's safe. You believe in one way when it's easy to believe, but when you get around people who might be doing better than you, or might seem to be doing better than you, or you might look up to certain people, you shrink down. You shrink down who you truly are. You shrink yourself down. And you see yourself as lesser than. But that's what most people's problem is. Most people have low self-esteem. They see themselves lower, and they speak lowly of their own self and highly of other people. And they're somebody in a comfortable situation, but they're nobody in an uncomfortable situation. Who are you when you look yourself in the mirror? Who are you in the private? Who are you in the public? Those three environments, in those three environments, your identity should be the same. But most people, they say they this one day, next day, they're nobody. Just a nobody doing nothing, trying to find their way. But the only way you're gonna truly find your way is to know your way. And the only way to know your way is to find yourself, believe in yourself, and know thyself. That same self, who you are, and who you're trying to become, and that same self who you haven't become yet, should remain the same, no matter who you're around, no matter what you've seen. You should still see yourself not in a lowly way. Sometimes you could have something inside of you, or gifts, talents, ideas, things that you're trying to do. Sometimes you could have all of that stuff inside of you, but you shrink down when you come around other people, or you shrink down because you think somebody doing or being better than you, or their situation is better than you, so you comparing yourself constantly. And anytime you compare yourself, you automatically strip everything that you already got going on away from your own self, just to validate your own insecurities. How do you become secure if you're insecure? At what point are you going to speak highly and see yourself in a higher state? At what point? And the only point that you can see yourself as you should is if you stop comparing yourself to other people and you stop putting people on a higher on a higher pedestal, putting people on a pedestal, praising people, allowing people to come and portray an image, and you partake or participate in other people's fake identities, not even knowing if it's really their identity or not. You just take it as truth because it's somebody that you know or just something that you've seen. So you automatically believe that that's the way it is in real life. But most of the time, what we see on the outside of people is not even what's really going on. A lot of times we see people living their best life, but they don't know, but you don't know the sacrifices that they had to go through and the things that they had to do in order to live that life, in order to get those things, in order to do those things. We never see those parts. And to be honest with you, most of us are not even capable of being millionaires because we too all over the place. We don't focus on nothing. We believe one way in one situation, but when it comes to a different situation, you change identities and shrink down. If you want to become your highest version of yourself, you can't shrink down. Every day you got to be growing, and you got to be continually growing. The growth never stops. The growth never stops. And as you growing, you're not worrying about what other people is doing, what other people is saying, what other people got, what you heard in the past. All you worrying about is what's going on right now with you and your situation, because your situation is you. So what you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with this information? Is you still gonna be looking at yourself lowly? Or is you still gonna be looking at other people's situation and comparing yourself to it? Are you still gonna be holding people outside of yourself at a high esteem and humbling yourself amongst people? Must be nice. That's your favorite word. Must be nice. Or I want to be like you one day. Or I want to be like you when I grow up. These are all self-sabotaging phrases that we say when we're truly insecure about our own selves. Insecure about our own selves. Where's your strength at? Where's your faith at? Where's your God at? Where is your security at? You're not secure. You're insecure. You don't believe in yourself. And you can never be your higher self if you're always holding everyone else besides yourself at a higher esteem. And that's what I had to say for today. Double OG, aka Truth Seeker, Lionheart, and I'm out.